Right. Yeah, this is a Patreon request from Cam, the Saints. I've been wanting to do more of these as well. I think we've done one, maybe two, but I'm pretty sure it's only one. But yeah, they are fire, and basically they're punk before punk. They're the responsible for punk, basically. But yeah, Saints just like firewood. Let's go.
One night in a motel room, eyes cast like steel. I drank the wine they had left on my table. I knew the morning was to fall. I smoked my last pack of foreign cigarettes. I'll stay only to defy. But I was dark and the land is cold. It's frozen right to the bone. And just like firewood, I burn up. Just like firewood. Just like firewood, I burn up. 500 miles I've gone today. Tomorrow it's 500 more. Outside my window, the world passes by. It's stranger than a dream. And just like firewood, I burn up. Just like firewood. Just like firewood, I burn up. I go to work and I earn my payload. And the sweat it falls to the ground. I sing now, but we might never meet again, child. The eyes are hanging on the door. One night in a motel room, eyes cast like steel. I drank the wine they had left on my table. I knew the morning was too far. And just like firewood, I burn up. Just like firewood. And just like firewood, I burn up. And just like firewood, I burn up. Just like firewood. And just like firewood, I burn up.
Do you know what? I weren't expecting that, and this makes me think because the Saints videos get comments like it's been probably a year since we've done the first one, but it still gets comments. I still notice people comment on it and whatever. But I remember saying in that one they give me vibes of not just punk, but like the Strokes and like a lot more recent bands than just punk bands. Like you could hear whether directly or indirectly there's an influence from them. But someone commented saying because I said that they actually there's a lot more to their sound than just punk, and someone had commented saying, "Oh well, actually all their influence was punk. That's about it." Which I don't know how someone can just say something like that anyway. Like it's like, "Oh well, thanks for telling us all." Do you know what I mean? We're all check with you next time we want to. Yeah, but how are they just responsible for punk? This was not a punk song, and in fact, at first I thought it sounded a bit Britpop until it went because it went a bit more Tom Petty, country esque, like kind of country rock, whatever you'd call Tom Petty's. It had that type of vibe to it. But at first, the beginning, I thought sounded. Like that could be like the late 80s, 90s, like Britpop um sound too. Do you know what I mean? There's so much more to this band than just punk. I mean, maybe that it's such an obvious thing that they when you see their punk stuff that you realise that they were doing punk a lot before, but this isn't punk. This was actually surprising. I was expecting punk, right? Because punk bands are punk bands, really, with the exception of the Clash. Because the Clash kind of become a bit more of something than other than punk later on. But most punk bands are punk bands. Every song they do is punk, but this is not a punk. This isn't even anywhere near that. Yeah, playground. Great tune though. Great tune, and also has given me because from what everyone has says like punk, 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 you just think punk, but this was actually quite surprising, and this made me think there's definitely a lot more to this band than just that. Because this was a great tune, a great like. I guess it makes sense in a way, like when you hear Metallica, and I remember saying Metallica sounds, although there's metal to them, without a doubt, but there's a lot of classic rock things, and people said, well, yeah, that's true because there was no real metal bands that you could be influenced by. So bands like Metallica really was influenced by classic rock. That's why it's classic rock metaled up, basically, which would explain these that if you're the band that triggered the punk scene, well, then who you gonna what punk? But you're not gonna be influenced by punk bands because you're gonna be influenced by the music that come before. And I think this song shows that, yeah, tenfold that you could hear it. Like to me, I was thinking Tom Petty, like that. Not a Tom Petty song, but like you could almost hear Tom Petty singing a song like this. Like, do you know what I mean? It had that, which I don't know. I guess is rock folk. I don't know what you'd even call that. But yeah, I thought it was a great tune, and definitely gives a kind of yeah. There's a lot more to this band, but yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.